HelloDreams.com. Dream of snakes biting a loved one. Isn't it ironic how snakes represent a strong symbolism in the medical field? The caduceus is a medical icon of Hermes and features two serpents winding around a winged staff. On the other hand, the rod of Asclepius is represented with a single snake encircling the staff, which is traditionally a rough-hewn knotty twig. Serpents weren't always associated with fear, unlike how it is nowadays. They were actually linked to medicine and the healing arts, despite the danger of their bite and venom. What do dreams of snakes biting a loved one say? Reasons why you dream of snakes biting a loved one. The snake bite represents a wake-up call. You will most likely feel extremely alert and scared the moment you wake up from a dream like this. Such pain that you would be feeling from a snake bite will definitely trigger certain emotions. A snake biting you is said to symbolize your need to pay attention to a particular emotion, situation, or event that you had not acknowledged yet. This dream leads you to think of ways how to face that situation head-on. Figure out a way on how to deal with this and everything will fall into place. You are being warned about a person, situation, or behavior that is poisonous in your life. These times, some people do not seem who they pose to be and certain signs can be easily misinterpreted. To dream of having been bitten by this reptile calls for your alertness and attentiveness to certain things and people, for that matter. The bite represents a painful reminder to finally look at your own issue in the eye. You could be in a relationship, or an emotion, that you are not yet reconciled with. Be at peace with these factors that give you that certain serpent-ish pang of a bite, even if it means to resolve with yourself. It is a caution about stagnation. An attack from a snake will certainly get you going. Ironically, a strike from a venomous snake can cause you paralysis. Dreaming about a snake bite could mean that you are only showing the facade that you have long trained to front. Having dreamt about this means it is about time to embrace your wild side and release your untamed self. Only then can you truly feel yourself, and only by then you acknowledge stagnation. Once the problem has already been recognized, it will be easier to dodge and avoid this particular dilemma. It symbolizes resistance to temptation. The snake in the Bible has always been related to that which tempted Eve to commit the original sin. Dreaming of snake bites constantly reminds us all that everyone is bound for imperfection, and that is just beautiful. The snake bite in your dream signifies the values/ethics that you are not aligned with. You might be facing a difficult situation where what you want isn't the same as how it is supposed to be. It is a sign that you are in the verge of personal transformation. The shedding of a snake's skin or ecdysis happens several times in the reptile's life. This particular biological phenomenon is viewed as a sign of rebirth and reawakening for the dreamer. If in the waking life, you find yourself in the middle of an unfavorable position and you have dreamed of this, it simply means that you are able to withstand the temptation. It is a good call not going for dinner with officky mates when your gut tells you a bar after dinner will be a good idea. Resisting temptation is always the best step to one's personal transformation. Common scenarios of dreams about snakes biting a loved one. A snake bite on the right hand. A bite on the right hand appears to be somewhat like a conflict between taking the simple action or making the complicated right choice. This dream also shows that you are trying your best to act in all fairness when all you wanted was to maintain a healthy transparency among the people that surround you. A snake bite in the back. Snake bites in the back part symbolize your need to literally watch your back. Also, be aware of the ill words and false-hearted actions people might do to you. Having a dream like this somehow gives you a gentle precaution. Resolve issues on your past and get going with the present. You were fighting back at the time the snake bit your loved one. During the attack, how exactly did you feel? Were you scared and would whimper on the side cowering in fear? Or were you one of those courageous men who fought back even if it meant losing your life? It is important to know the feelings this dream generated. To dream of fighting back at the time of the snake attack simply shows how you felt the must to at least do something. You felt afraid during the attack. Getting scared in your dream can certainly trigger a whole lot of emotions and cause them to resurface. Feeling scared during the attack can definitely mean that you were just half-hearted when you entered the certain issue. You weren't that ready to take on new challenges and in turn, you get stuck up by so many overdue tasks. The concept of using the snake as a popular and most used symbol in the medical world is beautifully ironic. The snake's venom can certainly pose a grave and deadly peril to life, both humans and other animals. It is also rather amazing that the very same venom are used to save one. Snakes also create excellent pest control agents. Several plagues in human history were caused by rodents, and it is indeed surprising how snakes play the part on this issue. Even in the context of a snake bite, it is worth remembering that the lifesaver is the very venom itself. Dreams of snakes biting a loved one is just one of those moments where we are able to pick up positive results despite the negative events.